The next exercise is the advanced surface toolbar number 2. This is not a clickable document, so you got to remember we got to go back to module and pull it up from here. Okay, so hopefully you just get all these pulled up and then you have them saved and you can just go there. So I didn't do it, so I've got to come back to this one, number 2. So you're going to save this document to your name. This again is the advanced surface toolbar, and this one is going to be the wrap curve definition. So how do I find that page? This page here, actually we were on creating a bump surface. The next button is going to be the next 4 that we're talking about, so we can just hit next, and there's the wrap curve, and we're going to click on that. And when you click on that, it should put it in your downloads. So there's wrap curve 1 in my download now. So I can go to CATIA, import that CATIA file. So you got to import the CATIA file like we did last time. It's the wrap curve. Open that. Use map tables is off. Isolated links is on. Select OK. This is the one I want to import, so I'll hit import. And there it is. Select OK. So let's see what we got next here. Excuse me. 5. We don't really have that next option that I know of here, or maybe it is here. If I hit next, yes, it did take me to this. This is the wrap curve. I want you to make a picture of this. Show me that you have the wrap curve, and you're going to do deforming the elements is going to be step number 1. So we're just going to follow these 5 steps. Here's the key thing to understand. Pink is your reference, green is your target. So we're going to take this surface and move it down to where this green surface is in relation to where these are from the purple lines going into the green lines. Tricky thing might be just trying to find this. So they got a ton of stuff here in geometrical set. When they've got all this geometry they did to create what they have here, and they used all that to get into set 4, which you have this blend surface, set 5, set 6. So there's multiple geometrical sets here. So let's take a look at what I got on the actual Word document. So in my Word document, we've got this one here, and we're going to create in geometrical set 8 the wrap curve. Let's take a look. Looks like everything's in height except for geometrical set 4. Okay, and then here's geometrical set 8. So let's take a look at what they got, because they have a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm going to hide this. Wait a minute. Yeah, everything but sets 4 and 5 are in hide. So we'll go ahead and hide 6 as well. Okay, so now it looks like their picture. Going to morphing, we just covered the bump feature, and the next one over to the right is the wrap curve. Again, you can hit F1 to get to the online documentation for the steps on how to perform this. it says element to deform. So you just start with the top of the window and go right down. Element to deform is going to be this surface. These pink ones are my reference, and these green ones are my targets. So this is a surface I want to deform. This reference curve, I want to move down to this green curve. So when I click on here, it told me to select morphing. This is my surface I want to deform. This is my reference curve, and this is my target curve. And then it's saying this is the other reference curve, and this is the target curve. And it should take a surface and create a new surface that has the same parameters, but instead of these purple curves, it's using these green curves to form its shape. So you see it has reference and target. Okay, I want to do the same thing on this one. So when I click on reference, notice it's asking for a reference. The default is going to go right to target. It wants to know if you have a target that you want this to go to. I do have a target, which is this one here. I select OK. Now that you don't have any more, I just have the two. You see in the list, line 3 goes to spline 4, line 4 goes to spline 5. Taking blend to surface and putting it over here, a new wrap curve. This is a new surface. It did not get rid of this. Okay, that's still there. I just used the parameters to copy that. Instead of starting all over, I copied this surface to move it down to a different location. Okay, so that's one way you can project a surface to a new location without having to create a surface from scratch. Let's hide this geometrical set. And we're going to try this one here. Okay, and I think what I did in the Word doc, we did steps 1 through 5, we're done with that. Now it's saying create this fixed reference. Step 1, create a new geometrical set called fixed reference. So I'm just going to make it easy for me, copy. You guys can do that same thing, I don't care. We're supposed to do caps, you know. But if it's easier for you just to copy paste at this point, I'm fine with it. Create a new geometrical set. Rename that. That should be second-hand nature for you. So go to feature properties, change that name. Again, I'm trying to challenge you to try and do this by just following the directions. So if you think, oh, now I know what to do now, because it gets confusing, because they don't, in the online directions, they don't really tell you what to show, hide, whatever. You just got to kind of figure that out and look at my pictures in the online doc. All right, so in my online doc, this is where I'm having you create that. So this wrap number 2 is going to look like this. Based on their directions from this one here, from the fixed reference, okay? I'm trying to show you how to do what they're doing, steps 1 through 5, if it's not clear to you. Again, you'll see, look at this, looks identical to the same directions from V5 to the 3D experience. Oh, so if you look at my online directions, you'll notice that I got everything but set 6 and 4 in hide. So I hid this one, the one I just created. I'm going to hide 5 and show 6. So 4 and 6 are the only two that are visible here, as you can see in this Word doc. Again, I'm following their directions using this wrap curve, taking this surface, and this one here is going to stay there. So it's asking for a target, but I have no target. So what you got to do is click over here to grab this one here and then grab this green curve. That's my target for line 9. So they're showing you if you don't want to move one end but move another end, that's how that's done. I select OK. Okay, and that's what their steps. The steps 1 through 5 were shown for this one. Okay, so that is wrap curve number 2. That's how it got deformed. So again, if I open up 6, if I unhide this, it didn't change that. It just made a new one with the same parameters except for this green target here. Okay, I'm going to hide this one. Oh no, I don't think that's what I'm going to hide. I'm going to hide this fixed reference that I just created. And let's check out my Word doc. So the book showed you how to create these 3. Based on what you just learned from theirs, we're going to create this one. Okay? And that's going to be called editing a deformed surface. Son of a gun. Oh, here it is. Editing a deformed surface. So I'm going to copy that and create a new geometrical set. Create that new geometrical set. Let's rename it. Okay, based on what we learned, can we figure this out? Let's try it. Double click. Wait a minute. Looking at this, I pulled 4, 6, and 7 out of hide. 4, 6, and 7 are out of hide. Okay. And I have to create this from scratch here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's cancel that. Okay, so 7's got to come out of hide. And I'm going to try and wrap curve this surface. This is my reference. And then click here. This is my reference, and it has a target where the first one did not. I'm going to preview that to see what it looks like. Okay, see how it came up to that? And then let's go ahead and reference this curve to this one. Preview that. Select OK. Okay, so this looks maybe a little bit different from the other one because I went to this curve here. But see how it's not touching that curve? What you can do is just double click it. Select this as my reference curve. Select this as my target. Preview that. And that's how you get that surface to go down to that curve. I hope that helped.